6 ways to find the perfect girlfriend. So, you're done being a player and are finally ready to settle down with that hot girl you actually like. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to find yourself the perfect girlfriend. But first, warning. Before you even consider getting into a serious relationship, you should first know yourself as a person. Relationships are a good way to find out more about yourself, but if you don't have a foundation to build on, you will just end up in a miserable relationship. I wouldn't suggest getting into a serious relationship before you had a fair share of casual dating experiences or any other experiences that made it more clear what you want from dating. You should know what types of girls you like, what characteristics you like, what's a red flag for you, what activities you're into, what kind of relationship you want, and so on. If you don't know these things beforehand, you will most likely end up in a relationship with some kind of imbalance because during the first month of a relationship, you will be thinking less rationally and even ignore some things that would have normally been problematic for you. But these things will eventually start bothering you, so it's better to figure out all that shit before getting into anything serious. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into the badass and godly advice. Let's motherfucking do this! Number 1. Don't wife basic bitches. Surprise, right? No, seriously. This one apparently isn't as obvious as it should be. There's a fuckload of guys out there who try to force relationships with girls they don't even click with over some irrational obsession with a girl. Chances are you're trying to do it too. Don't try to get into a relationship with a girl you've got a crush on after she looked really fucking hot in biology class and you spent 20 minutes imagining how amazing she must be, even though you don't know shit about her because you never had a conversation with her, but you still managed to be obsessing over her. You see how stupid this sounds? Well, most guys do this all the time, and it ends in them being in really stupid relationships. Now that you've watched this video, you're ahead of them. Congratulations. Hey, it's dope being godly, isn't it? You should stay rational and go after girls that actually fulfill you. Girls that have something to offer to you. Let's say you got into a deep conversation with a girl about a topic that's really close to both of you, and she really impressed you with her insight, or let's say she's extremely passionate about a field that you have the same passion about. That's the girl you should go after. Remember, it's better to have something in common than just something to come on. Number 2. Don't bullshit. If a girl catches your interest, and you start to think about pursuing her on a more serious level, you should be as honest as she allows you to be. Now, what I mean by as she allows you to be, I mean that you should be just as honest as her, or a little bit more. You shouldn't be shy about your opinions, intentions, or who you are because if you want her to be your girlfriend, you have to show her who you really are, who you were, and where you want to go, unless you want to live in a lie. Be open about your past. Don't fake opinions to impress her, and don't lie to her to get her to do what you want. Think of it like this. Why would you lie to a girl who you plan on spending a lot of time with and want to be yourself around? If she reacts negatively to your honesty, then that just shows you that she's not the right candidate to be your girlfriend. I treat this shit like the NBA draft. If a girl doesn't fit my criteria or can't handle my honesty, then there's literally hundreds of millions of other girls out there who can. So I'll take my business elsewhere. Number 3, don't have sex with her right away. I'm a big believer in not fucking a girl you consider starting something serious with on the first date. I recommend this especially to guys who have more trouble getting casual sex partners. Pussy can blind you, it's not a lie. After you get some good pussy, chances are you will be very willing to ignore some shit you could otherwise never overlook. Good pussy is the number 1 reason why a lot of alpha males in development end up in bad relationships. And it's a very tragic cause I'm fighting for, as I believe all men alike deserve good pussy and good women. Number 4, make yourself stand out to her. Not only does getting a girlfriend require you to make sure she's the right fit, but it also requires her to think you're the right fit as well. So it's important for you to make yourself as appealing as possible to her and only present your best self. An easy way to do this is by dressing nicely in a way that separates you from other guys. If you want to have a unique style that will definitely get you compliments from her, then I recommend checking out our partner Vincero. These guys make my job so much easier. You see, Vincero makes affordable luxury watches that look and feel fancy as fuck. That way you don't have to literally sell an arm and a leg just to afford a little bit of luxury, you know what I'm saying? Their watches have super detailed dials to make sure they look as good as the most popular high-end watches, and their designs are sure to get you tons of compliments. I've had so many of you guys reach out to me after buying one and telling me how much pussy and compliments it's gotten you. Sounds like a new band. Hey man, you got the new Pussy and Compliments album? Yeah, it rocks. All joking aside, I'll leave the screenshots on screen to show you how much you guys love these watches, and besides, what more could a guy ask for than pussy and compliments? Exactly. These watches can make any outfit and any guy instantly more stylish and sophisticated. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description below for you guys to check out. I've handpicked and curated a collection of watches for you guys to choose from, as well as a discount, so be sure to give Vincero a try. Number 5. Make sure she's on the same page. If you're talking to a girl and everything seems to be going fine, you guys clicked, you keep seeing each other, you have a lot of fun together, things are great, but she tells you she just isn't looking for anything serious, and you are, just move on. Usually what happens in these situations is that one person tries to make a compromise in order to not lose the other person, but that compromise usually just turns into a fake promise that can't be kept. If the girl isn't interested in anything serious, you won't make her. It doesn't mean that she'll never be interested, but for now, she shouldn't be your focus because feelings can't be compromised. So no matter what compromise either of you try to make, it won't be genuine, and it will eventually lead to a bunch of arguments and a failed relationship. Number 6. Don't push things. When you know what you want and found a girl who you genuinely think provides that for you, don't force anything. Just stay patient and let things flow naturally. That doesn't mean you shouldn't take charge and just be passive, but there's a huge difference between taking charge and forcing. If you start moving too fast or expecting too much too soon, it might scare her off. Everyone has their own space when it comes to these things, and it's better to go a little slower than trying to go too fast and making the whole thing collapse. Take your time when getting to know each other because in relationships, there's no real hurry for anything. If you're really right for each other, things should flow organically, which means it'll happen at a good pace. In summary, don't wife basic bitches. Be honest. Don't have sex right away. Make yourself stand out. Make sure you're both on the same page, and don't push things. Remember to keep these in mind, and also remember that it's better to be single than in a shitty relationship. And most importantly, don't forget to click the link below to get yourself a compliment-getting Vincero watch at a dope discount. Cha-ching! You're welcome.